that we are not medical physicians. We are not doctors. We are not trying to diagnose anything, and we're not trying to tell you what you prescribe you anything. And this is not what this is about. This is about each of us having specialized education in specific areas that can help you with the topics that we are discussing right now. So her expertise is in womb wellness, and she's sharing this based on her education, knowledge, personal experience, and the experience of thousands of clients. Yes. And same thing with Kania. She's doing the same thing based on all of her various certifications, her degrees, and all that personal experience, and her thousands of clients. And the same thing with me. You know, my background is primarily, I started out as a myomassagist, and I did this in 1999, and that allowed me to study muscles and soft tissue and all of the different areas of your body, all the systems of your body. And I studied all of those things, the psychology, physiology, sociology, and then, oh my God, it's just anatomy. Oh my God, it's so much. And then studying various forms of Eastern medicine. And after practicing that for 10 years, I decided to go and become certified as a holistic health coach. And that's studying 100 different dietary theories. And then looking at food as more than just the food that you eat with a fork. Looking at food as primary and secondary, because primary foods are actually your career, relationship, spirituality, and physical activity. So those things feed you even greater than the food you eat with a fork. In fact, you can have issues with those foods, and it will cause you to either eat more of the wrong foods, eat more of the sweets and the things that you are trying to fill yourself with because you're missing out on sweets in your relationship, missing out on some of those things that you think you deserve, and so it causes you to eat in the middle of the night ice cream, all kinds of chips, stuff that you ain't got no business with. So these are the things that I've studied. And I have literally massaged over 3,000 people. I've really hands-on is my preference of work. And I've actually helped, oh my God, probably hundreds of couples learn the art of touch. And that's my primary practice right now, is really moving into touch artistry and helping people to tap into the art of touch as a way to communicate non-verbally, to increase or enhance intimacy. Yes. And also, we all know that intimacy is not just sex, right? Yes. Intimacy is so much more than sex. And you don't have to take your clothes off for it. And it's all clean. It feels good. But anyway, this is one of the things I'm really passionate about, because touch deprivation is really affecting our society in such a negative way, and it's causing people to experience anger, depression, violent behavior, anxiety, isolation, just so much, all because people are lacking loving, nurturing touch. So we all have these areas of expertise, but we're also women. We are women of color. I've been where you are. I actually had to have a myomectomy at age 25 because one of the 6 was the size of a grapefruit of my fibroids. And so I know what that process is like. And even after the surgery, they come back, especially if you don't do the things necessary to change your way of life, the foods you eat, the activities, the things you think. And so we all know someone, if it's not ourselves, that has been, just experiencing these things in our bodies. We have to know that there are alternatives. One of the greatest thing is taking caffeine out your diet. It's so simple, but it's a hard thing for many people because they're so used to just, gulping down the pops and the coffee and all that kind of stuff. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I wanted to just point to the idea of this. When I mentioned my mom was MS, my mother, before she was diagnosed with MS, she had fibroids. She had the surgery to have them removed. Here's what we've got to do. These chronic diseases, whether they be fibroids, whether it be migraine, whether it be MS, lupus, whatever it looks like, all of these are lifestyle illnesses. Typically, it's driven by stress, or it's driven by anger, or it's driven by sadness, it's driven by fear. Particularly as people of color and as women of color, our very existence in this culture is stressful.
Yes.
Do we get that, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's happening right now today with this whole Black Lives Matter movement, whether you tune into it actively, because I really try to tune out, but we are emotional beings. We feel it. I don't have to watch these things to feel what's happening in my community, right? But what is the hardest thing in our community to talk about? Mental health. So we're living in a stressful environment that is the underlying cause of all these chronic disease, hypertension, diabetes. These are lifestyle diseases, high blood pressure, lifestyle diseases, and they're always diet related. As Versandra just shared, what you crave to eat is a result of what you're feeling. We are naturally wired for survival and for optimal living. Like if someone's trying to kill you,